Here are the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is confident that the Philippines would be moderately prosperous by the year 2040. At the 77th session of the United Nations General Assembly, Marcos said, despite challenges brought by the COVID-19 pandemic and global economic crisis, the country is still on track to reach the upper middle income status by next year. He said despite the country's significant strides in the past 3 decades, the Philippines would still need the assistance of the United Nations to achieve bigger goals.
The achievement of our national ambition requires a global environment that creates conditions that allow all nations, including ours, to thrive in peace. We need the United Nations to continue to work, and we, the Philippines, are determined to be part of that solution.
Meanwhile, Marcos underscored the need for nations to invest in food security. Marcos, who concurrently heads the Department of Agriculture, discussed the Philippines' efforts to address problems in the agriculture sector, such as providing innovative solutions and financial support to farmers and fisherfolk. He also expressed a desire to forge cooperation with the UN and other partners to boost agricultural productivity and food security.
We need to take concrete steps towards a modern and resilient agriculture. For food is not just a trade commodity, nor is it just a livelihood. It is an existential imperative and a moral one. It is the very basis of human security. To attain food self-sufficiency and security, we are providing innovative solutions and financial support to farmers and fisherfolk to adapt new technologies and connect to national and global value supply chains. We look forward to forging cooperation with the UN and our partners to boost agricultural productivity and food security.
The Philippines' internet speed improved based on Ookla's latest Speed Test Global Index rankings. In the latest Ookla ranking, the Philippines landed 45th out of 182 countries for fixed broadband and 82nd out of 140 countries for mobile. It also ranks 14th in fixed broadband and 29th in mobile out of 50 Asian countries. In the Asia-Pacific, the Philippines ranks 12th in the fixed broadband and 17th in mobile. Ookla said the country's fixed broadband median speed increased to 78.33 megabits per second in August from 75.62 in July. The country's mobile median download speed is at 22.35 Mbps from 22.56 Mbps in July. The improved internet speed in the country is attributed to the streamlining and faster processing of permits at the local level for the construction of cellular towers, fiber optic network, and other infrastructures related to connectivity. The Department of Budget and Management, or DBM, is working to track down the people using the agency's name for fraud to solicit money. Budget Secretary Amena Pangandaman asked the help of the Department of Interior and Local Government and the National Bureau of Investigation to put a stop to the reported activities of people posing as DBM personnel. She also asked DILG Secretary Benjamin Abalos Jr. to warn local government units against unauthorized solicitation. The DBM said these scammers would ask for money in exchange for expedited release of funds for certain programs and projects. The DBM reiterated its warning to local chief executives not to fall prey to scammers. Anyone who may spot similar fraudulent activities may get in touch with the Department of Budget and Management. China has expressed willingness to work on what it called a peaceful reunification with Taiwan following weeks of military activity by Beijing near the island. China has proposed a one-country, two-systems model for Taiwan, similar to the formula used in returning the former British colony of Hong Kong to the Chinese rule in 1997. Opinion polls, however, said mainstream Taiwanese political parties have rejected that proposal and it has almost no public support. Ma Xiaohuang, a spokesperson from China's Taiwan Affairs Office, meanwhile, reiterated that China's determination to safeguard its territory is unwavering as it claims democratically governed Taiwan as its own. Taiwan's government has rejected China's sovereignty claims, saying only the people can decide on its future. And that is the latest from the PNA Newsroom. Stay tuned for more updates on the biggest stories throughout the day. I am William Theo. Good day, everyone.